Hello, everybody. This is Sally on Upstate Eats 106.3 WRFZ. It has been a while since I have been back. One of my best friends got married in Mexico, so I was there for a week, and then I had a couple shifts that I picked up, but I am back and I am ready. We have an awesome guest today. Her name is Kelly, and she is going to talk about an amazing event. It is called the FLX Oktoberfest. It is the first annual, and it is Saturday, September 21st, and I will let Kelly take it away and give us some details about this great event.
Thank you so much for having me today. So definitely thrown on the 21st, 2 to 10. The festivities are from 2 to 5. There's a lot of great things going on for sure. So we got a carnival setting, which is kind of crazy. We're putting it in the streets of Geneva, New York, one of the busiest streets. We shut it down. We shut down the parking lot across from the Smith Opera House as well. The layout as is from Linden to Exchange. We're putting a carnival. We'll have some bouncy houses, some carnival games, some eats, and we actually are working on right now getting a huge fun house approved, which is kind of bonkers last minute in the show, but why not go big? And then from Linden to the alleyway and Eddie O'Brien's, we were very careful of not trying to block any businesses, and this really is a community-driven enrichment event that we wanted to make sure everyone kind of got love from. So we decided from Linden only till Eddie O'Brien's we were going to put some eats, German-infused eats from various places. And then we shut down the parking lot, and in the parking lot we have a craft beer tent, local craft breweries that just came out and showed so much love for this event to make it happen. And then beer truck, obviously you got to flow beer all night. The craft beer tent's running from 5 to 8. And then we have a stage, and on that stage we're going to have some really, really cool things. To kick it off, we have the mayor of Geneva coming out, which is super dope.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Ronald Elcock's coming out. He's going to commence the ceremony and tap the first keg. We tried to do as much as we could with the German tradition. It's definitely an infusion in many ways, but for that matter, we wanted him to come out, and he was super smart. He was just like, yeah, I love beer, man. I'll come out. I love beer. I was like,
my kind of mayor.
Right? Right? I just thought the same thing. I was like, yeah, you're pretty dope, man. He's going to commence the ceremony and tap the first keg, and my girl Sharon Kaplan, she's an amazing artist. She's going to rock it out with this German national anthem infusion. Again, all about infusion up in here. So she's going to do the German national anthem, and she was like, yeah, I can throw a little American national anthem in there. I'm like, yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Do that. I like it. So we're going to rock out with that, and then followed by that, we're throwing a potato eating contest. I don't know.
Okay, so let's first talk about that. So yeah. Is it regular potatoes, mashed potatoes?
So it's going to be we didn't want to overdo it with the oils and all that. We're trying to keep it simple for the eaters. But it'll be definitely Redskins kind of smashed up, put a little oil in there, you know what I mean? And make sure it can go down, but not over flavored and overbearing. We're going to do bacon, but I was a little worried about that going down in chunks or whatever. I don't know, man. Honestly, this is going to be a first for many people. So, they're going to do kind of a mashed, chunky kind of potato to make it happen. Yeah.
And now, do people sign up at the event to partake in this?
So right now you can sign up at Eventbrite, as well as our Facebook page, annual FLX Oktoberfest with a K, on Facebook. It has been posted, so it's a free. That one is a free admission, where we can only take 10. Max. It's about 3 pounds of potatoes per person.
Wow.
Yep. And whoever finishes wins. They're gonna get a shirt. They're gonna get a gift card. They're gonna and obviously the championship being the
to eat the most potatoes. Now, my family and I think my dad is actually listening. I love mashed potatoes. At Thanksgiving, I have to go last in line because half of my plate is just potatoes.
Right.
So I definitely have to see who wins and see, what that whole thing is
Absolutely. About. I agree. I love mashed potatoes too. I don't know if I could do 3 pounds, but Oh, I'm sure somebody can.
Yeah.
If I'll try, honestly. I have no problems trying.
Oh yeah, I probably do that consistently on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, right. True.
And then I just take a big nap after.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So followed by the potato eating contest, we are doing a Stein hoisting contest. So, Sam Adams has been fantastic. They're definitely been supportive and also a sponsor. But they're bringing out the Sam Adams girls and they're gonna rock it out, man. We're doing a women's and a men's division.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
And they're doing a tournament style. So we're running it from about 3 to 4:30. And the winner gets like this exclusive commemorative, Stein, which is pretty dope. Yeah.
So what do you do? Hold it out, or how does that work?
Straight out, man.
Straight
You gotta
out.
Can't
straight
bend
out.
your
So it's
elbow.
weighed out on the end of your hand for a
can't
while.
bend the elbow. You can't. If you bend it, you're done.
If you
Yeah.
spill, you're done.
If you spill, you're
If
done.
you take a drink, you're done.
Yes. You can't even drink the rest of it. You
all
you
right.
win nothing at that.
I don't know if I could do it. It gradually keep coming closer.
Right. Same.
It's crazy because I actually judged an event similar to that a few years back, and people think it's very easy to hold up a Stein.
So
And
not.
it was, I think, only 2 minutes in, and all the guys are like shaking,
Shaking.
and I'm like, do not spill, don't bend your elbow.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's not as easy as it sounds.
Absolutely
It is very difficult. You definitely have to prepare for
You do.
this.
You do. Just hold some weights out in front
Yeah.
of you and yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. You got it. Yeah, no. It's intense. It's intense for sure. My experience came from opening a German beer garden in New York City on the Hudson. So I saw it for the first time. I was like, this is crazy. Really? And no, it's a real thing. It's serious business too. People take it very seriously. So that'd be a lot of fun for sure. And then, we're going to rock out really the festivities are from 2 to 5. So you got the potato eating contest, you got the mayor coming in, you got the Stein hoisting contest. And then from 2 to 5, we're rocking out with some live music. And it's going to be a lot of fun. We're just trying to mix it up and making sure everyone feels accepted and welcomed. We have a dope DJ coming in from the whole event. And he's going to be spinning some I like to say old school, new school mixed with a little bit of polka. My cousins are big into German music, and they keep sending me all these tracks, and I keep sending it to them. And
Oh,
they're
that's
like,
cool.
What is going on? I'm like, just play it. Trust me.
Yeah.
They like this stuff a lot.
Yeah.
And they're so deep into the German music, and I love to learn more and more about it, man. This culture is absolutely beautiful. I actually, before I came on the show, I was like, I gotta learn some German words, and I was like. If I try this, I'm going to make this culture really bad with their language because I cannot pull it off. But if you like me to try today, I will. You just let me know. But I don't know if you really want me to do that.
That's funny. I think I told you before we went on air, my boyfriend was born in Germany, and I pick up tiny words, but then I pronounce them horribly.
Yeah.
So, danke is thank you.
Okay.
But I always purposely mispronounce it. I'm always like, donkey.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's the PT mix that kind of messes with me a bit. Trying to figure it out, but, little by little. I wrote some down to see if I could figure them out. You know what? Maybe we try that later. It's not going to come out that well, but I would definitely try. And my daughter has a friend that actually takes the language, studies the language. And before I came in here, I was like, listen, you have to teach me how to say these things. And she's trying and she's like, yeah, that's okay. I'm like, no, I'm not even doing it. So I did attempt.
That's great. Yep. So, after the beer Stein hosting competition, does it go straight to the music?
Yeah, we're gonna rock out straight with music. But between 5 and 8, while the music's rocking out, we're doing a craft beer tent, and we have all local beers coming in, all local breweries coming in. And I'm very, very proud to be part of it, man. Everybody's so supportive. I'm beyond blown away of the community support, but one of the very local ones are Three Heads. These guys have paved the freaking way for the craft beer world out here. And man, it was such an honor. They're like, yeah, man, this sounds awesome. I'm like, thanks.
Yeah.
Now they're coming through, and we have a a bunch of other breweries as well in the area that are also coming through. Lay them out if you'd like. But we got Peacemaker coming down. We got Lake Drum, Peacemaker, Canandaigua area, Lake Drum, Geneva, Star Cider. That's like a new cidery out in Canandaigua as well. And the brewery Broken Dreams. We got Irish Mafia in Bloomfield, followed by the newcomer, but not so much newcomer, other half, like rocking out. Weeby, brand new kind of to the scene in Geneva. It's kind of taken over, legendary, like hometown people just making things happen in Geneva, which is pretty dope. And of course, Warhorse too. And so yeah, we got a nice lineup, man. And super stoked for my souvenir cups. They're coming in, and we're gonna put some like orange lanyards on it, and their little mini Stein glasses.
So you don't have to actually hold it. It's just gonna be on the necklace. You can just like kind of hang free.
Yeah. I plan on putting one on me, even though I'm not doing the tasting. Actually, I probably will. I'm lying, but you never know. But no, they're super dope. So the colors are kind of like orange and white, but I definitely, my shirts are like black with the white print across it, and so we did these little cool 5-ounce Stein glasses with the orange lanyard on it. I'm super stoked about them, actually.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Stoked,
and part of the proceeds goes to Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah, Boys and Girls Club, man. They helped raise a lot of our kids in the community, and it's really awesome. This all started just, based on trying to give back to the community that raised me. I've been living in New York City for over a decade and kind of all across the state prior, and came back to my hometown. It'll be 2 years this month, actually. And in this whole area, Rochester, Finger Lakes, they've evolved so much, and it's so beautiful. And I'm just like, man, like, thank you. And this is my thank you. Thank you for raising me. Thank you for giving me who I am. Thank you for building my character. And I just wanted to throw this event to say thank you to everyone. And so yeah, Boys and Girls Club is a big part of the community and the community building, and I'm very, very proud of them being part of this and supporting as well as the bid of Geneva and the city of Geneva. And most importantly, this would not have happened without Massa Construction. Massa Construction is a 50-year-old business in Geneva, New York that man, they just came above and beyond for this whole movement, and they've done everything that is possible to make sure this happened, and this would not be possible without Massa Construction, for sure. And their 50-year-old business that has provided for the community and supported the community the entire time they've been around. And I actually went to school with a couple of the sons and cousins and such that help run it, and they're just such good people to be trusted with, and they do private and public sectors all over the place. So I'm very, very, very proud to have Massa Construction as my main sponsor. But yeah, I mean, it's incredible. Boys and Girls Club, like, we're already talking about next year. It's crazy.
That's great.
Yeah, no, they're like ready. They're like, yeah, let's give you a committee. I'm like, yes. Yes, let's do that. So it's fun. It's fun to see how much outpouring love a town, a city, an area, Rochester, the Finger Lakes has given to make sure something like this, community enrichment, happens, and activity and development. Like, I mean, how many people have seen I know it's silly, but a potato eating contest.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, first time ever, or a sign hoisting contest. Whatever it might seem small in many eyes, but in reality, it's like, let your children and people and family and friends experience things that you might not. And that's kind of what we're doing. Like, we're just trying to, like, bring something awesome to the community. Like, let's put a carnival in downtown Geneva. Like, why not? Like, anything can happen if you put your mind to it. And that's what it's all about, man.
Yeah, this is so inspiring, what you're doing, how you're doing it. Kind of walk us through the process of how you decided to do it with an Oktoberfest theme.
So I've been connected into the craft beer world since I moved back up here 2 years ago. And, just kind of throwing ideas around and all that. And I was just like, you know what? I always wanted to do something. Again, back to the community. And I was like, I know craft beer. I know people. I know craft beer. Like, why don't we celebrate something that's one of the biggest things in the entire country is in this region? There's only about top 3 of craft beer regions in the country, and we're one of them. Like, why not start there and celebrate this? So, Geneva, New York specifically hadn't really celebrated craft beer. So, well, it's where I'm from, and I know a lot about that. So, let's start there. So, that's where it started. Started with just a craft beer tent.
Yeah.
That's it. Let's throw some craft beer in a parking lot and drink, and talk about these companies and where they came from, and give them props for what they've developed and all of those things and their craft. And then from there, it was like, well, that's not even right. If we're gonna, let's do this for real, and let's do an Oktoberfest. Well, if you're gonna do an Oktoberfest, a true Oktoberfest in Germany, they throw a whole carnival. It's not about beer. It's not about drinking. It's not about, oh, yaha. It's about family gatherings, and it's about bringing community together, and it's about celebration of life and other things. And so that's where it started developing. So it started on the small street in Geneva, and then I said, no, you know what?
We got to do it bigger.
Yeah, we can't fit all that here. We got to go bigger. So, and then it just kept moving and moving forward, and the outgoing love, like like I said, Sam Adams is one of our biggest sponsors. Staples also is one of them, and back to Massive Construction again. Couldn't do it without them. But even the smaller donations and sponsorships, it's just like outgoing love, and in community sponsorships, it's like active and like throwing things here and there, and it's like just everybody wanted this to happen. It's like, whoa, okay. Let's keep going.
Bring
then.
the community together.
Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Seems like everybody loves this. And Boys and Girls Club, again, like it's just outpouring love, man. Outpouring love that made it grow bigger and bigger.
Great. I think we might take a little break, and then when we come back, we're going to talk more about the event, and we're going to hear about some German food.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. This is Sally with Upstate Eats on 106.3 WRFZ. We are here today with Kelly, who founded the first annual FLX Oktoberfest, which is an amazing block party that's on Saturday, September 21st in downtown Geneva that has a ton of cool things with, carnival games and a bounce house and great German food and some contests. So we were talking about the Stein hosting competition before we went on break. So let's talk about the food now, because I love food.
Same.
So there's a bunch of, besides the potato eating competition, there's going to be different food vendors there. And we talked about garbage plates.
Yeah. Oh, those are fun, man. No, we definitely wanted to give a homage to upstate New York, so we created the German garbage plate. Never been done before, but lots of fun. So what that consists of is smoked brat, German potato salad, braised German cabbage topped with a Bavarian pretzel, and smother that ish in some mustard.
Oh my gosh, that sounds so good.
Yeah. Like I said, this is really an infusion. I wanted to do some traditions from Germany, but we definitely wanted to keep it real to upstate in the area. So brainstormed a lot of things with the team and came up with the German garbage plate. So we're super stoked about it. So we're working with amazing grains out of Fairport, and God, Brandon over there is just phenomenal, man. He has came so far in a short amount of years, where he's just blessing the whole area with all kinds of great eats. And sat down with him, and he brainstormed some serious stuff when I was like, let's do a German garbage plate, and he was like, yeah, let's do that. I was like,
Did you
cool.
get to try it?
No. I cannot wait. I'm so stoked for it. Are you kidding me? Like, I'm super stoked to find out exactly what this tastes like. So essentially, we're going to take German brats. We're going to lay that on the bottom. We're going to add some German potato salad. So typically, German potato salad is made with bacon. So he decided to put his little twist on it. Of course, like he does with everything.
Yeah.
We did some smoked knockwurst instead of bacon. Yeah,
my God.
Fatty juiciness right there, dude. Yeah, for sure. So it's a warm plate. We use some red skin potatoes, obviously the smoked bratwurst, and then he's using a tomato vinaigrette to like juice it all up and rub it together. So I'm super stoked. So it's like the sweet, smoky feel, which you typically get from traditional German potato salad, but it's his own little twist. So I'm super stoked to like actually taste it.
Yeah.
Next week. And then we're doing a braised German cabbage. So he's using a currant jelly, some bacon, apple cider, and onions. And so it's like sticky, sweet braised red cabbage. It's usually traditionally served with schnitzels. So he thought it'd be pretty cool to like add that in his twist, nice little crunch in there too.
Yeah.
Right. And then we're gonna add a Bavarian pretzel on top of that.
Yeah.
Like why not?
I love all the carbs.
That's what we do. That's what we do up here. We like Jeremy, our garbage place in general is just like, yeah, load it up. So we decided we're gonna load it up to just the same. So that's kind of how we're gonna rock out. The braised German cabbage, again, like we're putting that bacon in there. So I think he felt like by adding the smoked bratwurst, it kind of breaks it up, but keeps it all in sync because the brats are smoked as well. Mm-hmm. So kind of all the flavor is gonna juice together and create this amazing party in your mouth. Yeah. I can't wait to taste it.
Yeah.
Yeah, super stoked about that. On top of that, we are doing a brat wrapped in a currywurst. So currywurst is like curry with ketchup, and you roll the brat in there, and then we're gonna serve it on their famous salty bread. Like people come from like hundreds of miles away to buy his salty bread. Like it's pretty awesome. And they freeze it. Like that's how I got introduced to Fairport and Amazing Grains, is because working at a couple locations, like, yeah, we come from like 100 miles away to grab this salty bread, and we freeze it, and it's so good. I'm like, yeah, it is though. Yeah. When I tasted it, I was like, all makes sense.
Yeah.
Right. So we're taking that brat and with the currywurst mix up and serving it on their famous salty bread.
So is it spicy because of the curry?
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit of bite there for sure, and then a little sweetness because of ketchup.
Yeah.
It all sticks together because of that, which is. Like I said, I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait to taste it. I'm like, I know he's a genius, so anything he does is great.
It's gonna be good. Yeah.
That's gonna be good. Yes, Brandon. Whatever you like, Brandon. Absolutely. No, he definitely was inspiration with the currywurst for sure, and he made my German garbage plate come to life. So I was super stoked about that too. And then we're also gonna be selling selling Bavarian pretzels as well. That I know how well he does those. I've had so many of those that like probably getting like 20 pounds. All good, no worries. It's worth it. It's worth it. And then his side of cheese sauce as well. So yeah, man, it's gonna be some really awesome eats, and that's just in one tent alone.
Yeah.
We have a place called the Oven out of. They're related to the Club at E6 and Bailey's Cakes out of Geneva, New York, and they created this awesome portable oven with oven pizzas, and they're doing some funky-ish, and I'm super excited about it. Actually, I'm gonna totally mess this up, but it's basically German pizza, so it's Flammkuchen, and so some creme fraiche, a little bit of Swiss bacon, and caramelized onions.
Ooh, that's going to be good.
Yes.
Now, is it going to be traditional pizza, like dough? Or Okay.
Yeah. And then they also have the brat red sauce, so it's going to be bratwurst, house pickled peppers, provolone, and Gruyere cheese, which is going to be absolutely delicious too. And then the last one is the spatzel pie. Like, yeah, let's do some spatzel. If absolutely you have to, right? So garlic, extra virgin olive oil, some spots, roasted corn, mozz, and provolone. So that's going to be pretty dope too.
I just ate a salad before I got here, and this is making me so hungry.
I probably should have ate a salad.
My mouth is watering right now.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I'm super stoked about these guys. And then there's like this mom and pop place called Sausage and Beer in Geneva, New York. God, this couple is just absolutely phenomenal, and they're all about listening to the community and listening to their customers. And so they decided they were going to do a schnitzel kebab, which I'm super stoked.
Oh, okay. So Can you explain that?
Yeah. So a schnitzel typically is quite large. It's a pounded out piece of chicken that like you bread with different kinds of breadings. Right.
It's coming back to me now.
Yeah. I see you nodding your head over there. Exactly. So it typically is like a little mix of so you dip it in the flour and then you egg it, and then after that you drop it in oh my goodness, blanking
Fryer?
out. I want to say cornflakes, but it's wrong. Panko, sorry,
Panko.
got it out. Panko, and then it's a quick fry. You kind of toss the oil on top, and it makes that nice crinkly skin there. And so they're doing strips of these and on a skewer form. And then they're doing side sauces. So a typical schnitzel, people like to say, although they come in many forms, is mushroom gravy. So they're going to do a side of that, but also they're doing this horseradish sour cream mix too, 50-50, that they'll be able to dip in and like enjoy those skewers.
Yeah.
I think they have another surprise coming for me, but I don't know it yet, so
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Gotta come to see it.
Yeah, exactly. So it would be super good. And it again, like just trying to bring in the community was super important to us. You know, even with blocking off of all of Seneca Street in Geneva, New York, and we were very worried about making sure that no businesses that would be open during that time would be blocked off. So we were very cautious about where we place the food trucks and where we place the carnival. We really are encouraging people to go into those businesses and show some love. So it's worked out thus far. I hope everyone's happy.
Yeah.
I'm very concerned about disappointing anyone right now. But I think everyone's pretty cool that, the unique thing about this time of the year is that no one's ever thrown a festival in Hobart William Smith School, which is D1 in Geneva, New York, and they've never thrown a festival during this time of year. So Hobart William Smith has been amazing with supporting, for sure, all about it. And so we got this awesome school. We get to showcase our town too, which they know very well. But this is another aspect of it. Also, no one's ever thrown a festival with craft beer around it,
Yeah.
which again, as we said, and then furthermore, this is the biggest wine visitor season of the year.
For sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? So I actually try to get a hotel, even though all my family's out there. I was like, I'll just get a room so I don't got to bother them.
Yeah.
And I looked and it was like all sold out. I was like, well, that's something.
Yeah.
Okay. And actually, the Smith Opera House also has an event that evening. So I really hope for this awesome, unique turnout that you wouldn't really get. And I hope everybody from all these locations get to really celebrate and see Geneva like they haven't seen before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mentioned you're blocking off part of the streets. Where are people able to park?
So I was very cautious of that as well. So instead of taking over the whole parking lot, I cut it down to about 25% of the parking lot that is across from the Smith Opera House. So literally 75% is available to park. So that, and then there's also parking parallel to that behind the banks in Geneva, New York. There's a huge parking lot there as well, and the streets as well. So Seneca is going to limit some parking, but I made sure not to take too much of that because I think that's very important for the businesses and also for people to come and enjoy. Unfortunately, we haven't created a garage yet, but I bet you that's coming around the corner because everyone's talking about it. Yeah, we need that now. We need that.
But if you are going to be drinking at the event, make sure you Uber or
Yes.
Lyft to
Yes.
wherever you're
Yes.
staying.
Yes.
Support your Uber driver.
Yeah,
Yes.
support your Uber driver.
Absolutely. You meet the best guys there. Absolutely. No, for sure. And that's all available in Geneva too. Taxis are pretty dope out there too. I've been taking those for a while, so they're good guys. But yeah, Uber is it. Uber is it for sure.
Great. So we talked about the parking. When does the event end? So it starts at 2,
Ends at 10.
ends at 10.
Ends at 10. Yep. So basically from 2 to 5 is where, like I said, all the German festivity is coming. Actually, I've joked about this with friends, like 5 to 10. People are like, this isn't a German fest. This is just a festival. It kind of is, though. We'll throw some German music in there while the bands switch up and all that. But, yeah, we really wanted to be festive in the beginning and then just kind of chill out and let everybody, enjoy. Just that's it. No worries, and I think it's important to infuse our culture into it. We're not in Germany, and I love the celebration of, but we we also want to make everybody happy, like I love polka music and I love all the German music, but I feel like too much of anything is a lot, and I'm it's very tricky to find the balance.
Oh yeah.
If somebody shows up at 8 o'clock, they're gonna be like, "This isn't an Oktoberfest." I'm like, "No, it's a party at this point." But trust me, we did everything we could. So it really is about trying to please everybody, And Geneva, New York is such a cool city, man. It really is. It's so diverse in a small area. There's an uptown, there's a downtown, there's all walks of life. And it's such a beautiful, beautiful city that a lot of people don't even understand. Like, yeah, there's a lot of that, but then add a lake in there. Like, yeah, please. I like that. So, like, I grew up riding horses, and then I moved to New York City and bartended for Jay-Z and Beyonce. So, like, it's just the upbringing I've had and being able to experience is bar none the best. I would never trade it for the world, and I'm so proud to be part of this community. And Rochester too, like, look at what they've done.
Yeah.
Like, look at everybody has done. Beer world too, and particularly, like, this was so different not too long ago, and like it's just blown up into this beautiful mess in many ways. And the food's incredible and the culture's incredible, and this really was kind of this infusion of, let's celebrate this beautiful culture, but let's make sure we're not forgotten. So that's kind of where I was at with my mind state of creating and developing it.
Cool. So the event itself during the day is free admission.
All of it is free.
And then the craft beer tent.
The only thing that is admission to go into, I mean, obviously you have to pay for anything you want to do there, but the only thing that is actually admission is the craft beer tent, and that runs from 5 to 8. With your admission, you get a 5-ounce I'd say, stein glass with handle and a lanyard that you can hang off you. I'm totally grabbing those. Like, okay, if I pay, we're gonna make that happen. I need one in my life. They're super dope. And so that's 5 to 8. And there's pre-sale tickets right now on Eventbrite, and you can also go to annual FLX Oktoberfest with a K, and sign up for those. And it's $20 pre-sale right now, and a little more at the door. But listen, it's 40 limited for that souvenir glass, and really it's just to show love for the local craft beer community.
Yep.
And then obviously we'll have that beer truck, and you'll be able to drink all night. And also Sam is bringing Trulies as well, so we'll have a little bit for everybody. I hope nobody's disappointed.
Yeah, no, it sounds like a great event. There's a lot to do. It supports a great cause.
Absolutely, Boys and Girls Club.
It's bringing the community together, something that has not been done before. And you are doing this on your own. Talk about girl power. Talk about
right from the beginning. Amazed. She just was the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Call me
Absolutely.
crazy. Call me crazy.
Yeah, definitely an inspiration for sure.
Thank you. Thank you so much. No, it meant a lot for you guys and Gary to invite me on the show here and talk a little bit about it. It's really cool, you guys, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah. So let's just quickly do a quick summary.
Sure.
So the first annual FLX Oktoberfest block party, it is Saturday, September 21st from 2 to 10 p.m. There's going to be a bounce house, carnival games, tons of food, beer stein holding competition, potato eating competition. There's going to be a great craft beer tent. You can get those tickets at Eventbrite or through Facebook.
At annual FLX Oktoberfest.
The proceeds go to the Boys and Girls Club.
A portion
Yes.
of the
I wish
I could get all of it. I have to pay for the event too.
yes. Sorry. Portion goes to that. And then the social media for people to check out any new updates that come about.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, annual FLX Oktoberfest. Check us out. I hope we're doing well. Show us some love. Send me a message. I try to be as responsive as possible. And if you guys have any questions or concerns, ideas, man, I'm all about getting ideas. Like, this is all about the community coming together, and I have had so many people coming together and telling me more ideas and more suggestions, and I'm all about it. Like, teach me teach me what else is good and what you guys want. Like, I'm all about finding out what you guys want. So please send your information and your messaging and your suggestions, please, my way. I really appreciate it.
And any other sponsorships you wanted to give a shout out?
I mean, I have to give a shout out to Massa Construction, man. I'm telling you, without these guys, this would not happen. These guys are phenomenal in every way, shape, or form. These guys are at every little thing. Like, it's like they're a 50-year-old company, but they act like they're newborns because they don't care. They are there for you. They have no egos. They are so professional and respectful. They work for public and private sectors. They God, I'm just so lucky to have these guys on my team, and without them, this would not be happening. Massa Construction, thank you so much. And also thank you for Hobart William Smith for all of your help, and the Bit of Geneva for all your help, and the City of Geneva for being just absolutely amazing to work with. Again, you guys have just made these things happen as well, and I can't thank these guys enough. I'm overwhelmed by the love and support that has came about. I mean, I knew my town and this area was fantastic, and this just solidified it all, how amazing these people really are, and they deserve everything this community has brought them, and I just hope I can add a little something to it.
Yeah, well, this sounds like a fantastic event. Make sure you check them out on Facebook. Get your tickets for the craft beer tent on Eventbrite.
Sign up for the sign hoisting contest as well as the potato.
Yeah, start lifting some weights.
Yes, yes.
Well, thank you so much, Kelly, for joining us.
Thank you.
The event on the 21st will be great. Again, this is Sally with Upstate Eats on 106.3, and we will see you next time. Have a great night, everybody.